Check out this view from our Airbnb. Right on the water. If you spend any time traveling, like you fly on an airplane more than twice a year, then there's this thing called TSA Pre, and you don't have to take your shoes off, you don't have to open your bags, you just like walk in. Saves a bunch of time, you don't have to wait in a long line. There's one thing TSA Pre does not do for you. If you have to check bags, that doesn't mean you can just show up right before the flight. I got there 2 minutes too late. If you're in St. Louis and you saw a nice brand new big suitcase, I hope that you picked it up. Whoever picked that up, I hope you enjoy it. Remember, 45 minutes if you want to check a bag. All right, we've landed in Miami, so I'm gonna grab some food. Haven't eaten anything today and got up at like 4. Try this place out. I'm doing lunch at a little local spot. Check this out. I have no idea if it's local. It could be like a fast food place for all we know. Not really sure.
Sauce is amazing.
Now we're driving about an hour north. We're gonna go check out something fun. All right, we finally made it. I'm gonna look out this window over here. All right. You can't see it over there, but that's Roger Dean Stadium. It is all red for Cardinals fans. Got pooped on. If you're sentimental, check that out. Together since '67.
I'm here with Michael.
All right, Miami traffic is so bad it's going to take us an hour and a half to get where we're going to go. So we need to kill some time, so we're gonna get manicures. DJ Khaled says, mani-pedi once a week, no exceptions, major key to success. Check out this view from our Airbnb. Right on the water. So it's a time like this that I'm really grateful for the opportunity to get to travel and do things that don't look like work. To get here to this moment where I'm doing this kind of stuff, this was like a 7 to 10 year journey. You know, I've always been somewhat entrepreneurial, and like my first business that I started with the help of my dad was mowing lawns when I was 15. We built a trailer, not me, my dad built a trailer, loaded up mowers on it, and he would drive me till I saved up enough money to buy my own car. That's what I did when I was in high school. And what I found out was that I had more freedom than anyone else. I didn't have to work an hourly job where I only made a couple bucks per hour. And for two, I always had a little bit more money than all my friends. How long does it take to mow a yard? Depending on the size, at 15 minutes, half an hour at the most. Walk away with $20 or $30. Times that by 5 and I've made $100 just in a couple hours. I mean, that was my experience early on. Wow, that sun is bright. Even starting Slam, which is 4 to 5 years old, there was a whole lot more that happened to lead up to that. There was things that I personally did, personal accomplishments, before I found partners that helped take me further than I was going on my own. So there was like a moment of big risk and kind of this commitment to taking this risk where I quit my job and I was on my own and I was the only person in control of my destiny. In that first year, my income, if you looked at my tax return, was negative. It was like negative a couple $1,000s. I just barely survived that first year. And then like the next year I broke even. And then the next year I made money. And then the next year I made a little bit more money. And these were even all things prior to Slam. This was building my business. This was learning my craft. This was becoming an expert at what I do. Man, that bright sun. I guess my message to you is whatever it is you want to do is possible. You just have to figure out if you're willing to put in the work and if it's worth the cost that it's going to take you. That cost that I was telling you is the things that you don't see. The late nights, the no sleep, not getting to see my kids, the years and years and years of trials and failure and sacrifice that lead to a moment like this. I want to go even further, but I'm incredibly grateful for where I've been.
If you liked what you just watched, subscribe, then hit that bell. You'll be the first to be notified when new content goes live.